'Cause we'll be on a timeline. Cause we'll be on a timeline.
Hello, Darren. Let's go. Let's do it. I have. Let me check. Let me check our notes. We are going to add position meeting to each condition of P shooter in execute code. Kenapa gitu ya? Hold on. Oke. Share screen ya, Darren ya. I forgot. Why should we add position meeting to each condition? Iya ya. Tes dulu deh. Lupa, Darren. I forgot. Is it because we want to check if there's already Oh, Darren, by the way, I have started my own project on Roblox Studio, creating Five Nights at Freddy's. Tapi baru bikin pintunya doang. Dan itu aja pakai tombol, belum bener tombolnya. Kacau. Jadi cuman iseng aja nyoba. Yang mana ya? Oh, coba hold on. Let me check. Play, Darren. So, check. I forgot the last state we have reached last week. Oh, nggak bisa kan? Karena nggak ada potnya kan? Oke, sekarang kasih pot. Udah bisa kan berarti? Udah bisa, Darren berarti. Hah? We solve it already? Holy moly. Cuman bayar-bayarannya ya. Udah aman dong berarti. Ih, aman tahu. Kita nggak benernya kemarin gimana sih? Lupa. Tuh kan nggak bisa kan kalau nggak ada potnya. Tapi kalau ada potnya bisa. Nah, tinggal berarti si sunflower juga harus ada potnya, Kak. Should we like do the same thing for the sunflower? Tapi berarti it works? Ya. Nice. Berarti bisa dong. Enggak. Berarti udah aman. Oke. Oh, oke. Berarti next apa? Oh, chat. Hah, ntar dulu. The money for some reason becomes broken. I think I know deh, Darren, because we make, like we shuffle things around a lot kan. Maksudnya, coba deh, Darren, berarti gini. Tunggu. Berarti we have to trace it from money ditaruh di mana sama Darren, berarti kan hold on. We have to check from the object kan. Maksudnya itu ya money ya. Oke. Money-nya broken ya. Oke. Bisa? Oke, udah. Now it works? Kok bisa? Probably we have to check the first object we place into the room. Semuanya udah dicek Darren. I mean like I mean the money should be updated from every object we place on the room. Jadi kalau ada yang lupa, berarti nggak akan update ya kan? Bener nggak? Jadi harus satu-satu. Every object has to be connected to the object of the money. Oh, iya bener. If I try placing the pea shooter before there is a pot, then I place when there's a pot, it becomes broken. Oh, I know. Wah, kita berarti harus nambahin satu ini lagi dong. We have to, we have to detect the state brokennya kenapa, Darren? Because it is, like rejected. Berarti kita harus bikin state. Mana ya? Hold on. Berarti kita harus bikin state di mana kan kata Darren kalau misalnya dia di place terus nggak jadi kan, nggak bisa. Oh, tunggu. Tunggu Darren. Berarti kan kalau gitu maksud Darren tuh, bisa kontrol nggak ya? Minta kontrol Darren. Kayak misalnya gini, hold on. Kan berarti kan si place ya, misalnya ini ya. Lupa ya, you know better than me ya Darren, but I'm trying to track down the problem ya, like this one like kan pea shooter kan we have this alarm kan, we have create pea shooter, create when we create we set the alarm, key down no key objek yang placing di mana sih Darren? Bukannya di sini. Oh dia kalau loh tunggu, kalau pot apa? Objek pea shooter dia change ya. Iya sih, tapi kalau dia naruh tuh yang oh ini ada Aaron ya. Nah, ini nih si kode gambreng ini. I don't know. You know better than me, but I'm just going to point out where the problem probably comes from kan. Kita trace ini dulu Darren. Kan Dana tahu dari mana sih ini harus di grup? Kok Kak Cika baru tahu? How do you know sih? Kok tahu sih? Gimana? Kok bisa ya? Kok bisa di grup sih? Ngapain sih? Ih, kita mengalami Kak Cika juga lupa ya. Nah kan, so we check ya. Kan when position meeting si object item. If kan, hold on. We check it. Gini. Nah, if position mouse kita and position meeting object pot, berarti kan we will place it on this pot kan. Nah, terus kan ini kan nggak tahu lah ini Darren yang bikin ini, I don't know nih, udah lupa. Tapi kan ini pokoknya ya udah. The point is we can place if the position meeting of the mouse itu sama dengan ada posisinya si object pot, bener nggak? Tapi ini nothing to do with uang, Darren. Nah, I need to find where we deduct the money. Ini nggak tahu nih Darren yang bikin deh, Kak Cika nggak tahu lah, ini udah banyak banget nggak tahu. Nah ini berarti yang bikin gara-gara nggak? Karena when we do like the placement and then we cancel it, berarti harus bikin nggak sih kayak misalnya kalau position meeting, berarti ininya harus di dalam Darren nggak? Di dalam kurungnya. Enggak deh, ini udah di dalam nih. Ini kan udah di else ya. Ini tutupnya siapa sih Darren? Taruh Kak Cika pusing. Tunggu. Ini kan berarti dia di dalam if. Iya, dia di dalam if kan. Berarti kalau dia udah position meeting dan dia ditaruh, berarti uangnya berkurang kan? Bener nggak? Ya udah bener berarti ya. Tapi kenapa error ya? Ini destroy self kenapa Darren? Oh, dia berubah jadi pea shooter ya. Oh, ngerti. Dia destroy terus dia jadi objek pea shooter. Oke. Help me trace the flow. Kan misalnya gini ya Darren ya. Kan dia tuh kan tadinya bentuknya kan card ya. Ini kan item kan, si item ini kan, item pea shooter kan. Nah, Terus kan dia berubah jadi pea shooter kan. Pea shooter lah ya gitu ya, pea shooter lah pokoknya. Dia jadi pea shooter kan. Nah, ini money itu hanya dideduct kalau udah jadi ini kan. Maksudnya kalau dia di place kan kalau misalnya nggak jadi when it is cancelled, I mean when there's no pot, dia nggak akan ditaruh kan jadinya. Nah kalau dia udah ditaruh dia berubah jadi ini kan. Nah kalau udah berubah jadi ini dia baru dapat deduct money-nya. Tapi kalau when I see it here, the flow is correct, harusnya benar ya, benar nggak sih? Kan when we see block ini kan only, atau mau ditambahin else gimana Dana? Atau perlu else nggak sih? What do you think? Jadi gini maksudnya, ini kan the whole, hold on, let me delete this. Ini kan the whole if ya. Ini nggak bisa. Kenapa sih nggak mau scroll? Nah, ini kan the whole if. Kita kan cuma bilang when there's a pot, then you can place it based on the grid, right? Ya kan, bener kan Darren? Ya kan? Nah, kita nggak kasih else kan? Kalau misalnya nggak ada pot gimana? Nah, kalau nggak ada pot, berarti apa? Mau kita tambahin else gitu di sini. Kalau nggak ada, berarti else, berarti duitnya nggak dikurangin gitu. Atau nggak usah diapa-apain. Atau instance destroy aja. Gimana? Harusnya sih nggak usah sih, cuman kenapa jadi ada glitch di money-nya gitu. Atau kita harus eksplisit atau gimana? Global money, minus 3. Tapi kalau enggak, ya udah instance destroy aja coba. Nggak usah di instant, nggak usah di destroy ya sebenarnya kalau nggak ada posisi mah. Iya ya, kita nggak perlu else loh sebenarnya harusnya. Cobain dulu lah. Wah, kita tes aja. Kayak gimana kalau kayak gini. Kan saya gini kan nggak jadi. Terus kan ada pot. Darren nggak bisa naruh pot. Bisa. Enggak kok bisa. Nggak broken kok Darren. Gimana sih brokennya? Nggak ngerti. Brokennya gimana sih? Tunggu. Ya, gimana brokennya kurang? Fix ya? Benar nih. Yang benar. Soalnya logiknya aneh. Oh. Jadi udah benar. Nggak tahu udah. Soalnya logiknya kayak udah bener gitu, ay. Oke, good. Oh, yippee, yay. Yippee, yay. Oke. Dah, what's next berarti? I don't know sih. I don't know. Ya udah. Oke. Berarti apa sekarang? What else to do? Um, oh, let's let's redo the same thing with the sunflower nggak sih Darren? Si Darren tuh kan jadi salah kan? Si sunflower kan belum dikasih pot atau is supposed to be. Ya kan? Hmm. Pusing nih. But when it comes to this bunch of code, you know better deh. Eh, oh, Darren, the layer ya? Kok dia dibaliknya sih? How to set the layer ya? Kalau nggak salah ada lupa lupa Darren, we have to check the p shooter deh. Ntar dulu ya, sekalian cek ini dulu. Oh my god, I got lost. I got lost. Oh no no, ini. Lost. Instance di mana sih posisinya? Hah, easy ya? Di mana sih? Bagian mana sih? Bagian mana? Hah, we made a mistake apa? What is it, Darren? What mistake? On the object what we use change instance. Iya. Emang gimana harusnya? Harusnya gimana, Darren? Oh, so we have two pea shooter. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Okay. Kok Darren pinter sih kok? I didn't. Iya, 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 boleh, boleh, boleh. Pokoknya kalau detail-detail Darren jago lah udah. Iya gitu boleh. Kok tau-taunya sih ada dua? Emang kelihatan ya? I didn't notice it. You are so detail ya. Yang satu kelamnya, yang satu detail cocok loh udah. Benar-benar so, iya ya. Berarti layer oke, change to instance oke. Destroy instance mana lagi? Apakah aman? Yes, coba harusnya aman dong. Coba kita gedein dulu. There's a zombie and all alone. Tembak dong. Kalau cepet nih. By the way, we also already have itu ya. Spawning itu ya. Spawning the sunflower and then change the sunflower and then like replacingnya udah semua beres ya. Okay. So what to do next? Any more ideas to be implemented, or shall we go do the next project? Mana Darren, is up to you. Ya, yuk. Come on. I have tried to do it. Yaudah, install Godot dulu berarti. Hold on. Godot engine godotengine.org. Let's do it. Darren, save ya, jangan lupa. Is there any way that we can like publish this Plants vs Zombie like in Roblox? So like we won't lost it. Godot deh sekarang. Yuk, come on. I have tried it on Roblox just because for me it is easier, like creating the door and everything. I can just, search on the tools. Tapi kalau di Godot, I don't know I don't know yet how to draw the asset. But the basic thing kayaknya ngerti ya. Cuman 3D-nya agak gila sih emang dia. Ya udah kita coba aja, kita coba. Udah download Darren, lagi download. Yang mana? Kayak itu aja. Nggak usah donation. Bentar ya, Godot mah cepet. Coba ya bikin aset tuh gimana ya? Okay, let me. Install. Let me get my coffee. Daun bukan bunga. Ya, oke. Udah lagi install. Udah bisa, Darren? Nggak bisa diinstal. Makan, kita minum dulu. Coba. Lagi install. Gimana? Harusnya open biasa. Mana? I cannot see it loh. Putih gini. Harusnya coba. Tadi ada 2 file, dan buka yang mana? The basic aja. Enggak, bener yang atas. Bener yang Godot Engine. I have tried this before. Gitu ya? Kita install lagi. 100. Oke. Oh gini. Udah ada. Nah, kan? Sekarang create berarti. Nah, kasih nama. Tapi nggak tahu, Ntar dulu ya. Ya, metadata git. Oke lah. Ya udahlah, create and edit. Ya. Oh gini. Oh dia, oke. Let's start with Godot. Hah? Nah, Dara mau bikin apa dulu? Kak Cika di Roblox bikin pintu dulu sama tombol dulu. Sekarang berarti kita cari ininya dulu ya, reference-nya dulu ya. Coba ya. Um, okay. How to create set in Godot engine. Because my first Godot bisa import loh Darren from Blender. Tapi Blender nginstal lagi, nginstallnya gede. Kalau tuh kita mau bikin 2D apa 3D sih, Darren? 2D. 2D or 3D? 3D is going to be I can stop. Hold on ya. 3D. Masalahnya the problem is di Godot tuh nggak bisa import kayak di Roblox, bisa nggak sih kayak coba dan let me try. Gimana? Enggak, kalau 2D nggak gini interface-nya, dan dia 2D aja gitu, gepeng. Soalnya my last project 2D. Tapi kan ini kan 3D scene ya. Oh my god, gimana ya? Kayak di Roblox nggak ya? Nah, the problem is tuh kita harus bikin node gitu. Jadi Godot is node based gitu, Darren. So it is basically built on nodes. Jadi nah gitu. Tapi gimana sih cara bikinnya? Because the 2D is hard enough kan? Ya, not I was making not 2D and then I create layers and everything. Coba ya cari ya di YouTube ya. Wow. Kok kayaknya hmm, gimana? Ntar dulu. Godot Engine. Godot 3D Models Engine. Coba. How to make a door and a button in Godot 3D. Coba gini aja dan coba. Lihat YouTube dulu bentar ya. Astaga, PNG-nya banyak banget. Mau gila gini
Just a quick tutorial about how to make doors in Godot. So let's get shape, and it's real quick.
Darren, this is how kalau mau door ya. Tapi ini astagfirullah. Seru sih tapi once we master it kayaknya gampang sih. Coba dulu ya. Let me run dulu ya. Soalnya Kak Cika waktu itu yang kemarin 2D.
Body for this. Just a quick tutorial about how to make doors in Godot. So let's get started. All right, first thing, we are going to need a door. I'm gonna go ahead and create a static body for this. Let's name it to door.
Static
I'm
body.
gonna give it a mesh instance. Let's make it
Astaga.
a box shape. I'm going to give it a collision shape.
Tuh kan,
Let's
Darren.
make that as let's make that box shape as well.
Jadi dia
And we also going to need a tween. So we have a mesh instance, a
dia
collision
punya
shape, and a
mesh
tween.
collision shape.
Let's go ahead and
and a
make this
tween.
its own scene so that we can edit it better. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make this look like a door real quick.
Astaga,
As you
susah
guys can
kali
see,
ini,
this
ya Allah.
door is right in the origin point of
Hold on, I'm watching another reference. Mana nih making loh? Kok loading terus?
Hey everyone, just before this video starts, I do want to say that my a lot of working doors in Godot. So if you do enjoy this tutorial or you do learn something from it, and we will be fast, and then we're going to add a raycast 3D to our player. We might make,
Kenapa sih harus ada door?
and it will be a static body 3D.
Static body 3D.
And then probably do as well is instead of
collision
like a
shape.
right, you like left box shape 3D. Our door, box mesh, and then there we go.
Mesh instance.
You'll notice click on this lid. There we go. That looks like a good door shape.
Oh, bisa Dan.
Now, I wasn't going to originally, but I guess just to cap it off, we will do a door handle as well. What I'll do is I'll just copy the mesh instance 3D. I'll just press Control D to duplicate it. And then we'll just scale this duplicated cubes, and it sort of looks like a door handle. Oh. And there we go. So then the door handle and the door itself aren't blending in with each other. What we will do is we will actually make a material to apply to the door or the door handle, just so then we can tell the objects apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to click on my resource folder here, and I'm going to go right click and then create new folder. And I'm just going to call this materials. So now we have a materials folder. Now I'm going to right click on this materials folder, go create new, and then resource. And I'm just going to search up standard for standard material 3D. And we're just going to call this a door. This will be our door material. And then here we have our door material, just double click on it and then you can
Oh,
edit it. And then with
ya
our
ampun banyaknya. Dan from what I learn ya. Coba deh, tunggu. Hold on. Jadi kita tuh harus bikin, hold on. Kita bikin ini kan. Misalnya ini ya, Note 3D ya. Kalau salah nggak tahu ya. Because this is my first time with 3D too ya. Hold on. Ih, gak bisa digeser lah. Susah gesernya. Oh. Kecil kali, nggak bisa ngetik. Karena jadi door kan. Nah, dia tuh harus nambahin. Tunggu, sabar. Jadi kita harus nambahin static body 3D. Nah, harus nambahin ini Daran ya. Ini basicnya gini lah ya, kira-kira ya. Tapi kalau masalah gambar-gambar gitu Daran lah ya. Cek aku menyerah. Terus kita tuh selalu ya kalau gitu harus bikin collision shape. 2D juga harus ada. Jadi kita harus child node lagi. Collision. Nah, jadi ini tuh kayak kalau di Game Maker tuh kan udah ada ya. Dan ingat nggak? Jadi kayak dia tuh udah punya collision. Jadi kalau dia tabrakan atau dipegang atau apa tuh dia udah otomatis collision. Harus bikin sendiri. Udah gitu mesh instance ya. Terus harus ada meshnya, ngerti lah udah. Ini harus bikin agile node mesh instance 3D. Nggak tahu kenapa gitu. Nah ini tuh udah nih. Ini udah jadi. Tapi kok gini ya? Yang mana sih Daran? Yang ini berarti ya? Udah. Terus yang ini berarti. Nah terus. My goodness. Ini. 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 Ini kan misalnya. Ini geser ya? Gimana sih kalau mau ngegedein? Gini. Ah gitulah ya. Tapi kok Daran gini sih bentuknya? Ada banyak sih. Maksudnya kok beda sih sama. Kok dia bentuknya gitu sih nggak maksudnya nggak satu bidang. Oh. Coba ya ulang ya. Tunggu. Riset, coba riset. Coba bikin lagi. Coba gimana sih? Delete aja, delete aja. Gini. I know. Hah? Mau di reset? Mau di delete? Gini, gitu. Ulang ya. Hah? Itu dihapus aja nggak? Lah, si Dor mana? Aku terlalu Roblox jadinya sekarang. I have to start. Nah, tapi kenapa ada di dalam gitu sih, Daran? Kenapa kayak ada, why do we have box inside box? That's confuse me. Hah? Kok gini? Coba ya kalau dihapus gimana? Ini you know what? I cannot navigate it. Oh, bisa deh. Tapi kok ini miring sih yang merahnya? Alamak, nggak ngerti lah ya. Oh gini lah ya. Gini ya. Oke. Sekarang berarti kan kita bikin other node ya. Gimana sih tadi Daran bikinnya gimana? Oh, no 3D. Oh, oke, no 3D. No 3D kan? Oke, no 3D ya. Kasih nama door kan? Terus kan selalu we need a static body 3D. Ini 2D. Static body 3D. Oke. Terus di dalam static body 3D itu kita apa? Oh iya, dia belum ada collision soalnya. Di situ kita harus punya collision shape 3D. Oke. Terus harus punya mesh instance di dalam sini. Nih, harus ada punya mesh instance 3D. Heran. Ini nggak mau diklik. Udah kan ya? Nah, kan udah nih kayak gini. Terus gimana sih cara ngeresizing ya? Iya toh? Kayak Roblox sih. Gimana sih ngedragnya, Ai? Oh ya gitu. Nah, Daren mikirin kenapa sih ada di dalam situ sih? Oh. Apa gara-gara meshnya ya? Oh, yang orang ini nggak gitu sih. Tunggu ya. Sabar, Daren.
Change the type of the node 3D to a static body 3D. So you could do that if you wanted to as well. So then you just have less stuff in your hierarchy, but I'm just going to do it like this for this tutorial. So anyways, once you've got that stuff sorted out with your collision shape 3D, just go.
Oh. Tunggu sabar, Daren. Ini. Lihat. Oke.
The
Tunggu.
inspector over here with it selected and click on where it says empty for the shape and then just give it a new box shape 3D. And then there we go. Now we have some collision to our door.
Oke, harus ke sini, Daren. Box shape ID 3D. Hah, cenah. Oke, terus?
So now, of course, we will need a mesh instance as well, so then we can actually like size our door. So what we're going to do about that is we're just going to go to our static body 3D, right click, add child node, and then we'll add a mesh instance 3D. So then we
Terus apa?
actually visualize what our door looks like. And then where it says mesh, go empty, and then just click box mesh. And then there we
Daren, ini kok mencet? Tunggu, ulang. Iya, nggak bisa. Tunggu ya. Stop, minta lagi, Daren. Request. Tunggu dulu. Oh, ini. Apa cenah?
and then just click box.
New box mesh. Bener ya? Nah, udah nih, Daren nih. Alamak, Kak Cika nggak tahu. How do we? Gimana sih navigate-nya, Allah? Ini. Daren nggak tahu. Nah, sekarang Daren tinggal. Nah, oke. Sekarang tinggal berarti ya udah bikin pintu. Berarti gimana? Berarti ini kan? Gimana sih? How do we resize it sih? Ini ya. Coba sama Daren bikin pintunya. Nah, gitu deh, nggak tahu. Oke. Coba ya, nonton dulu lagi.
And then there we go. So yeah, and now I'm just going to scale this up so then it's like a normal door size. So if you notice as well that when you go to the transform property on the inspector, you'll notice as well with the scale.
Oh, gini aja, Darren. Static body shape ke sini. Udah gitu ke Node 3ID di sini. Nah, ini dirubah-rubah aja.
But it might be links, and you might not want that since when you try to scale a certain property, it'll just scale everything. So if you want to, you can actually just click on this link icon, and then when you try scale something, it won't scale everything in uniform. So yeah, so what I've got.
Apa sih maksudnya? Maksudnya apa sih? Bisa di scale di sini, Darren, tapi nggak ngerti. I don't know. Kok dia bisa berubah-ubah sih?
Doing is I've got my static body 3D selected, and I'm basically going to scale this out. So I'm just going to select the scale tool, and yeah, let's scale this, and then it's like a normal door basically. So then it looks like it's
Iya,
in the shape of a door.
dorong aja kok, Darren.
And there we go. That looks like a good door shape.
Kok dia kayak gampang sih? Nggak tahu. I'm just trying making the door aja. I mean, that's how we create a new asset gitu. And I'd like to see how to interact with them. Itu aja. But it depends on you, Darren, if you
Yeah, I
want to
wasn't going
make a
to
room or something.
But I guess just to cap it off,
But the basic is that we have to have static body, collision shape, mass instance, blah blah.
we
Kayaknya.
will do a door handle as
Baik,
well.
nonton dulu.
What I'll do is I'll just copy the mesh instance 3D. I'll just press Control D to duplicate it. And then we'll just scale this duplicated cubes, and it sort of looks like a door handle. Oh,
Oke. Terus gimana kalau misalnya udah?
hold on. And we're just going to call this.
Oh iya,
Zero.
Darren, udah gitu ya. Okay, when we're done with this door, we make the handle by duplicating the mesh instance, and then it will work like Blender, Darren. We have to add, like what do you call it? Materials. Jadi nanti harus bikin folder lagi, terus kita bikin materialsnya. Misalnya, is it supposed to be wood or stainless steel probably, or bricks, or apa gitu, batu atau apa. Nonton dulu ya.
Go create new, and then resource, and I'm just going to search up standard for standard material 3D. And we're just going to call this a door. This will be our door material. And then here we have our door material. Just double click on it, and then you can edit it. And then with the albedo, I'm just going to change this to a bit more of like a brown color. There we go. Might want it to be a bit brighter though. Yeah, something like that. That would work. And then we'll just
Oh no.
wait a second. We'll save the scene as well. By the way, as you're working on your door scene, make sure you save it as well. I recommend creating a scenes folder and then putting it in there, and then just save. Yeah. So now that I've got my door material, we can just drag that into the door on the scene, and then boom. As you can see, our door now has a material. You can create a door handle material if you want to as well, but I'll just leave it like this for the purpose of this tutorial. So yeah. Anyways, now that we've got all that done, now we can actually get to doing some other stuff. So something else that we'll need to do as well, which I just remembered, is we'll need to add a hinge to our door. So then when we
bikin hinge.
and
Tapi ini doornya yang dibuka gitu, Darren, bukan yang
Which-
kanan kiri atas bawah gitu. Let me watch ya.
So then,
pengen tahu.
with your timeline here, once you do set your first keyframe,
Ya
what you wanna
ampun.
do is you just want to select that.
Terus ya, kalau kita bikin hinge, kita harus bikin track animationnya, Darren. We have to make, like how would the door move? Kayak tracknya tuh gimana, muternya gimana, kan ada si itunya kan, angle-nya. Itu harus dibikin tahu
Random
animasinya.
point in your timeline. So I'm going to go to the second mark here. And now I'm going to rotate my door on a 90-degree angle. So on the y-axis of my door, I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees. And then we're going to save that keyframe there. And now if we go back to the start of our animation and watch
Tapi
it,
nggak susah sih, tinggal di
there
rotate
is
aja.
our door rotating.
Oke.
Now, if you want to make your animation look smoother, you can actually select this little icon here, which looks like a little, orange triangle thing pointing up, like some sort of army sort of rank. And you just want to click on this and just select cubic. And that will make your animation look a lot more smoother. And it will actually smoothen it off at the end, like a fade. And yeah, so that there is our open animation.
Jadi for one door, kita tuh bisa punya beberapa, Darren. The body, the shape, collision shape, mesh, animation. Kayak gitu.
We're just going to save the scene. And then now what you want to do is you want to click on animation again, and we're going to create a close animation. So we're just going to call this close.
Ya
And now to
ampun,
start off this
animation buka,
animation,
animation
at the
tutup,
very
edai.
first frame of the animation, we're going to rotate our door on the 90-degree angle we did when we were doing the open animation. And then we're going to go keyframe that. And for this one, I don't want to create a reset track, so I'm going to deselect that since we've already got a reset track selected. And then we're going to go create. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second mark in the animation, or whatever point in the animation you want to go to, and then just rotate it back to 0, and then keyframe it, and then boom, we have our close animation. And again, you can make it smoother if you want to by changing the animation motion thingy here from
Coba bentar, Darren.
uh,
Open animation.
scripts folder. Variable is going to be
Nah, mulai nih codingnya.
will be animation player. So let's say, for example, the player interacts seconds. And then what you want to do, so what I'm going to do now, sure, that is the whole door script. So yeah, it's only a couple lines of code, not that long at all. And yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our level scene.
Oh my God.
And we will just select that. And then just move it up. And there we go. So there is our door in the scene. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is we just need to do one more thing for this, I'm pretty sure. And that is actually adding the script to our player's raycast, so then we can actually interact with the door once and for all. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your player's raycast selected, and you just want to click.
Oh my God, nanti kan udah ya, Darren. When we already have the door, and then we have to create the player, and then make them interact. Let me finish ya. Oke, ini playernya berarti.
Colliding.
Tuh kan, collide-nya di code, Darren. So we have to.
How the raycast hit variable is used in Unity to collect information from an object the raycast hits. That's exactly what hit obj will be used for as well here. So what hit obj will be equal to is it'll be equal to the collider of the object that the raycast hits. So it'll equal to get collider.
Oh my God, collide-nya bisa di code. Let me. Darren. Oh, oke. Kita lanjut. Sambil. Jadi kalau
And then
bikin
underneath that, what we'll do is we'll
kotak
go
tuh.
if hits obj dot
Oke, hold on.
has method,
Oke, tapi gini dulu Darren.
and then
Nah, terus gini ya, basically kan, we already have this, right? And then we can copy ini, Darren. We can copy. Nah, gimana sih caranya? Duplicate ya. Nah, kita kan jadi punya duplikat satu lagi. Tapi gimana ngedragnya? Terus Darren bikin si yang satunya lagi tuh jadi kecil, jadi kayak balok tapi jadi pegangan pintunya Darren di sebelah sini gitu. Tapi gimana nih cara how to kan ketika pusing kan? Gimana sih navigate-nya? Alamak. Bikin itunya Darren jadi kayak pegangan, jadi kayak balok tapi nembus nembus door-nya. So it will appear on both sides gitu. Kebayang nggak? Jadi kayak gini coba. Tapi gimana sih caranya? Ya ini kan door kan, door yang udah jadi kan. Nih ya, ini kan Darren bikin ini kan. Nah, terus kan bikin satu lagi. Nah, di other one tuh jadi ini Darren jadi nembus ke sini. Nah gitu kebayang nggak sih? Nih jadi pegangan pintu gitu. Nah gitu. Nembus ke sono. Alah, gambar saya jeleknya gitu. Bisa nggak? Nanti mereka berdua tuh jadi satu ini kan. They will become some one part gitu. Bisa nggak? Cuman Kak Cika nggak tahu gimana caranya. I don't know how to, like how to separate them. Gimana sih caranya? Gini. Nah. Bisa nggak sih gua geser? Nah. Itu maksud saya. Nah. Kalau mendekat gimana? Dia di Roblox tuh ada gimana sih kalau mau zoom in, nah ini zoom out ya. Iya. Nah ini dikecilin Darren, terus ditembusin. Masih ngecilin ya? Ini ya. Oh ya udah bikin lagi. Ini berarti ini scale ini apa move ya? Nah gini Darren. Gimana sih mau muternya? Tuh kalau mau geser gimana? Stres gue. Gimana sih? Pusing banget. Bentar. Ini berarti geser. Nah gini. Gimana sih cara lihat dari sampingnya? Susah ya Darren. Sok puterin deh. Nah nanti kalau udah, hold on ya. Kita bikin ini. Bentar.
3D to a static body 3D. So you could do that if you wanted to as well. So then you right click, add child node, and then we'll add a mesh instance 3D so then we can actually visualize what our door looks like.
Hold on. Bentar. I have to answer this. Hold on. bikin folder nih.
And then where it says mesh, go empty. And then you might not want that since when you try scale a certain property, scale this out. And there we instance free. So
Mana
then we
sih?
can tell the
Dapat gak ada? Udah bisa. Udah bisa bikin pintu. 3D sayangku. Kok 3D? 3D? 3D2. So it is also the other shape. But coba muter deh. Dia 3D tahu. Mana? Kan mesh-nya juga 3D. Jangan lupa di save. Kok gini sih? Susah ya, nama dari samping gimana sih geser. Nah kan 3D kan tuh. Hah. Geser dan nah gitu gimana sih muternya? Tembusin. Nggak tahu, nggak bisa, nggak ngerti. Oh, moving kan pakai ini. WASD ya? Oh, WASD, oke. Kalau mau gitu gimana sih ngedrag? Nah, cobain tembusin. Berantem ya. Gak apa-apa lah, namanya juga belajar. Karena nanti kalau udah jago juga cepet kayak gini. Hah, bener. Udah. Coba. Coba pinjam jalan. Gimana ya? Ini mode apa? Mode geser kan? Coba. Kayak tadi. Kak Jika nggak bisa moving nggak ya? I cannot move. Nah, dah. Stop. Gitulah kira-kira ya. Kebayang gak sih dari what I mean? Kayak gitulah on both side ya. Muterin dong, bisa nggak kelihatan dari samping kanan kiri? Lagi, samping. Kan jelek. Nah, gitu. Ya gitu. Dan ini teamwork lah udah lah ya. Nah kan ini kan udah ya, berarti kan ini kan bisa gini. Untung Kak Cika pernah belajar. Untung aja ngerti Roblox, kalau gak tambah gelap gulita. Nah kan ini udah gini. So they both kan satu port, satu part door kan. Nah sekarang kita harus bikin ininya,
the part. So what
teksturnya.
I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to click on my resource folder here. Then I'm going to go right.
Nah di sini kita harus bikin terus.
And then create new folder. We're just going to call this door. This will be our door material.
Tadi
I'm just
apa?
going to search up standard for standard material.
Terus di sini kita nambah apa sih? Nggak, apa tadi? Oh, resource. Bikin ini Darren. Create new resource and then standard material 3D. Oke. Nah, terus ini kita nambahnya namanya door. Gitu ya. Kok kagak ada? Udah ada ya? Oke.
And then resource, and I'm just going to search up, change this to a bit more of like a brown color material. And then here we have our door material. I'll click on it and then you can edit it.
Nah, terus ini ya kalau udah pilih gini, dan pilih yang di kanan. Ini Kak Cika ngerti. Apalah gitu, ntar.
And then with the albedo, I'm just going to change this to a bit more of like a
Kata dia pilih albedo. Ya udahlah gimana dia. Terus misalnya colornya, aduh, pusing banget mau bikin coklat gimana caranya. Tapi seru sih, pink aja. Pintunya pink Darren nggak apa-apa. Coklat tuh gimana bikinnya Allah? Coklat tuh coklat RGB. Inilah ya. Ah gitu ya. Ah jago juga saya bisa. Saya bisa mau bikin. Oh, oke. Hold on. Tunggu. Sabar. Kok nggak bisa? Taruh. Ini kok nggak mau. Sabar. Oke. Albedo nih.
brown color
Ya udah. Terus gimana
as
Bang?
well. By the way, as
Gimana?
yeah,
Coklat.
something like that. That would work. And then we'll just wait a second. We'll save the scene as well. By the way, as you're working on your door scene, make sure you
Gimana dia bilang save the scene. Kok bisa save the scene? Kita tahu door TSCN dari mana?
yeah, something like that. That would work. And then we'll just wait a second. We'll save the scene as well. By the way, as you're working on your door,
Nah, terus kan ini ada ini kan Darren, ada unsave kan. Nah, ini tuh bisa kita save scene. Bukan gitu. Ini kan jadi itu kita bikinnya per scene Darren. Nah, ini si ini tuh kita harus save. Nah, ini kita kasih namanya. Jadi gini, yang sepengetahuan Kak Cika yang di 2D. Setiap objek tuh ada scene-nya. Jadi misalnya Darren punya scene musuh, scene enemy, scene player. Terus misalnya scene tree, scene apa, scene door dan lain sebagainya. Nanti terus kayak kita set up semuanya. We will set up the room kayak roomnya si game maker. Terus kita gabung-gabungin scene-nya, and every scene will have like execute the code gitu. Jadi nanti kita code. Nah, setiap scene itu kan ada objeknya. Setiap objek ada code-nya kan. Terus ada ini juga tahu Darren, animation-nya segala. Udah ini
make
udah
sure
ya,
you
save
save
dulu ya.
it as well. I recommend creating a scenes folder and then putting it in there, and then just save. Yeah, so now that I've got my door
Tapi kok
material, we can
di-save-nya
just
di situ?
drag that into the door on the scene, and then boom, as you can see, our door now has a material.
Taruh dia nge-save-nya di mana ya? Oh, katanya gini Darren. We have to have this. Ini ya. Katanya kita harus save folder. Namanya scenes. Udah gitu, si door ini masuknya di scenes aja. Soalnya nanti kan bakal banyak-banyak ada yang lain lagi kan. Ada siapalah, Freddy kayak siapa kayak.
You can create a door handle material if you want to as well, but I'll just leave.
Oh, terus tinggal gini, Darren puterin bisa nggak tolong si pintunya? Ini kita kayak mana sih? Nah, jelek Darren benerin pokoknya nanti ya. Kok gitu sih? Ya udah biarin lah ya. Nah, terus ini tuh di drag ke sini. Tuh, jadi gitu. Itu udah jadi pintu. Udah, Darren sampai sini oke nggak? Nah, sekarang kita bikin animasinya. My goodness. Udah ya. Pintu
Just for the
kita
purpose of
sungguh
this
sangat
tutorial.
ajaib,
So yeah. Anyways, now that we've got all that done, now we can actually get to doing some other stuff. So something else that we'll need to do as well, which I just remembered, is we'll need to add a hinge to our door. So then when we rotate it, we can actually sort of like fix that. So let's just rotate that back to normal. So what we're going to do is with our door, we're going to select our door's parent node, and we're going to go add child node. And then we're just going to add a standard node 3D.
Oke. Kita ke door, kita tambahin dulu ini, Darren. Ini harus taruh di atas deh kalau nggak salah. Nah.
And we're going to call this hinge.
Okay, terus?
Alrighty, so once you have your hinge in the scene, what you want to do is you just want to position it to the side of your door. So since my door handle is on this side, my door hinge will be on this side. And now what you want to do is you want to drag your other.
Nah, sekarang Dan yang pegangan pintunya edan gitu. Udah lah ya nih hinge ya. Nah, hinge-nya itu ada di mana sih dia? Nah, berarti kan kalau pegangan pintunya di situ kan berarti hinge-nya di sini dong, yang enggak. Nah, nggak tahu hinge-nya tuh apa gitu, kayak kayak mana gitu, ya kayak gitulah ya. Ini kok gini banget sih? Nanti Darren beneran janji ya. Ketika stres saya ini gede banget sih. Gini tuh, cakapan gak sih? Minum dulu ah, stres. Oke, terus?
Objects for your door, so your static body 3D and everything that's a child object of that underneath your door hinge. And now,
Oh, terus ini harus ada di dalam hinge katanya. Oke, terus?
like your door hinge and you do the rotation, as you can see, it rotates like a normal door. And so, yeah, that is why
Coba ya. Sekarang kan kita ke hinge dan terus kita rotate. Katanya pintunya harus ikut. Iya, bener kan? Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Gitu ya. Ya. Ah, terus berarti bisa ya? Oke, hinge bisa. Terus
the hinge is important, so then we can actually rotate the door as a normal door. And yeah,
kok dia ada keterangan-keterangannya? Oh, ada nih
so
rotate
next up, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating an animation player. So right click on your door's parent node and then click add child node and then just search up animation player. And now we're going to be creating a
animation player katanya Darren. Ah,
animations for our door. These include open and close animations. So what we're going to do is when you add your animation player, you should have this little window open up at the bottom here. And if you don't, and it's still like on its output or debugger or something like that, you can just click on the animation tab right here and it will take you to it. So anyways, now what you want to do is you want to click on the animation button and then you want to press new. And we're going to call this animation open since this will be our door's opening animation. Now I'm going to leave this animation a second
Aduh,
long,
Darren.
and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be selecting my door hinge, and then we're going to be going to the transform, and then when you add an animation, your scene, if you select an object in your scene now, as you can see, it actually has these keys here, which basically means that we can set keyframes. So if you click on the rotation key here, as you can see, it says create new track for property rotation and insert key. So this will mean that we're setting the rotation in this animation of our door. We're setting the rotation of our door in this animation. And if you want to, you can create the reset tracker as well. That basically just means that that's basically like the rotation that the door will be like reset to essentially. And yeah, so we're going to go create. So that
Ini katanya. Lihatin Darren. We have this animation something.
with your timeline here, once you do set your first keyframe, what you want to do is you just want to select a random point in your timeline. So I'm going to go to the second mark here. And now I'm going to rotate my door.
Ini katanya gini. Darren, press Ctrl Z. Thank you. You are my savior ya. Ini gimana nih drag yang ini Darren gimana? Ini ya si garis ini harus di drag gimana caranya? Ctrl Z Darren, Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z. Nah, jangan. Gimana caranya tambahin hinge lagi? Oh, hold on ya. Oh, gini. Animation. new. Apa tadi? Door. Hah? And then ini ya. Lihat. Nah, Darren bisa nggak drag garis biru ini? Gimana sih cara dia ngedrag? Tadi
a
kayak
90. So I'm going to go to the second mark here. And now I'm going to rotate my door on a 90-degree angle. So on the y-axis of my door, I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees. And then we're going to save that keyframe there. And now if we go back to the start of the animation and watch it,
bisa. Oke, sekarang ya tolong di satu. Nah di sini, ya. There you go. Hold on ya. Tahan dulu. Udah gitu berarti kita ke transform Darren. Di mana dia? Hinge kan? Ini kan transform kan? Aduh kecil kali lah mataku sakit. Ini 90 ya katanya. Coba ya kalau udah 90 apa? Tunggu.
there I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees. And then we're going to save that keyframe there.
Nah, ini kan udah rotate. Nah, terus ini di save katanya. Tunggu.
And now if we go back to the start of our animation and watch it, there
Oh, terus ini kalau di save. Apa sih? Dia nggak save-nya gimana sih?
our door rotate 90 degrees. And then we're going to save that keyframe there. And now if we go back to the start of it,
Oh, katanya kalau gitu. Nanti kalau nih Darren gimana sih ngedrag yang biru ini? Nggak bisa Kak Cika. Coba dragin tolong ke belakang. Drag lagi sama Darren. Nanti pintunya harusnya gerak. Coba. Oh, bener ya? Kayak gitu ya? Pokoknya kalau ada yang nggak precise, nantilah kita rapiin ya. Tapi udah bisa kan berarti animationnya? Oke, itu open katanya.
animation and watch it, there is our door rotating. Now, if you want to make your animation look smoother, you can actually select this little icon here, which looks like a little, orange triangle thing pointing up,
Mm-mm.
like some sort of army sort of rank. And you just want to click on this and just select cubic. And that will make your animation look a lot more smoother. And
Coba. Katanya kalau kita ke sini, pilih cubic. Terus kalau kita play, dia lebih smooth katanya. Ya gitu. Ya nggak sih? Tahu, Darren. Pokoknya, if there's some glitch gitu ya, something not precise enough or anything, ini ya, maaf ya, Kak Cika soalnya I have just learned. Kan bisa kan? Ih, jelek banget sih. Allah ya Rasulullah. Tunggu ya, kita benerin ya. Mesh-nya jelek banget. Dalam pasti kesel banget nih. Kak Cika ini gila kali ini katanya. Jelek kali lah katanya. Udah lah biarin lah ya. Dah. Sekarang apa?
like, smoothing it off at the end, like a fade.
Minggu depan kita coding deh mulai kayak.
And so that there is our open animation. We're just going to save the scene. And then now what you want to do is you want to click on animation again, and we're going to create a close animation. So we're just going to call this close.
Ini kan open. Tadi open gimana sih, Darren? Ini open ya. Nah, sekarang kita bikin new close. Nah.
And now to start off this animation, at the very first frame of the animation, we're going to rotate our door on the 90-degree angle we did when we were doing the open animation.
Oh, berarti di 0, dia itu animation kan? Pas di 0, ini hinge. Gimana sih gue? Oke. Pas di hinge, itu posisi 0, itu di 90 berarti. Iya.
And then we're going to go keyframe that. And for this one, I don't want to create a reset track, so I'm going to deselect that since we've already got a reset track selected. And then we're going to go create. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second.
Oke, kalau udah gitu ya Darren ya, kan udah gini. Terus udah gitu kita gini, tapi nggak create reset. Terus kita gini. Coba Darren drag lagi yang ini ke situ, ke 1. Please drag the blue thin line to the gimana tuh? Tuh kan Kak Cika gak bisa ngedrag juga tadi. Only you can do it. Thank you.
In the animation or whatever point in the animation you want to go to, and then just rotate it back to 0, and then keyframe it, and then boom, we have.
Oke. Terus dari gitu kan sampai situ ya. Nah ini dijadiin 0. Nah ini keyframe. Nah udah itu jadi open tuh berarti.
Close
Jadi
animation,
close.
and again, make it smoother if you want to by changing the.
Oke, kalau kita play. Nah dia nutup tuh. Tapi kok dia nutupnya dari posisinya gitu sih Darren? Tahu lah ya. Kok nutupnya dia gitu sih? Dan coba ke 0, coba ke 0-in lagi. Ini sih garisnya. Hah. Harusnya berapa sih? 90 ya? Harusnya 90 dong. Oke, sekarang ke 1 coba. Drag lagi ke 1. Gimana? Jika nggak bisa, bisa nih. I can do it now. Oke. Ini jadi 0 harusnya. Ini. Berarti kan gini. Ya gitulah pokoknya ya. Berarti kan kita punya close sekarang.
Animation.
Nah, terus ini diganti jadi cubic. Oke, try. Oke. Kok agak aneh ya? Ya udah.
Motion thingy here from linear to cubic. And then as you can see, we have our close animation and the door will close. So yeah, that there is how you create.
Darren, kenapa? Kok ini door ya? Oh, ini open ya? Ini apa? Ini door. Oh, ini harusnya open ay. Ini apa? Gimana cara nge-rename-nya? Oh, edit. Tar. Ketika pusing. Kita kan punya animation player ya. Karena ini hinge ya. Lalu pusing. Coba kita hapus dulu deh. Tunggu. How many times do we have? Coba ya. Kalau ini kan door ya. Nanti bisa lah ini open kan. Ini kalau reset apa? Itu reset. Ini apa kalau close? Berarti close kan? Tapi close-nya tuh aneh, Darren. Coba ya, let me try ya. Kan ini 0 ya. Kenapa dia nggak dari 90? Nah, ini. Itu kan. Jadi kita pindah ke sini. Nah, itu jadi 0 kan? Benar. Jadi kalau kita play. Udah benar sekarang. Tapi ingat ya, berarti kalau door itu open, kalau itu close. Udah oke ya.
Animations for the door. Now what we're going to do is we're going to finally get to the scripting. So we're going to
scripting kita
interact with our door. So down towards the bottom here, where it says script, you just want to click on empty. and then go new script.
Tunggu Bang, tunggu Bang.
Going to select the start.
Static. Kita save dulu. Darren jangan lupa di save ya. We will continue next week ya. Hold on. Tapi
3D, and then in the inspector, if you go down towards the bottom here, where it says script, you just want to click on empty, and then go new script, and this script will be called door.
pokoknya Darren at least know apa namanya, the structure of the Godot kan ya Darren ya. Like when we were first learn about game maker kan, we also learn about like you got to have sprite, object, and then you got to have room kan. And for this we've got this, right? We have like static body 3D, we have a collision, we have mesh, and then animation, and now it is the code. Nah, the most important thing is that in Godot everything is built up by nodes, so it's like you have collection of nodes and then make them interact each other gitu. Begitu. Tunggu dan sebentar dulu, I have to taruh dan ntar ya kodenya. Aku salah mana tadi ya? Where's my tutorial? It's gone. Oh ini.
And then we're just going to put this in our scripts folder, since I do have a scripts folder. If you don't want to, you can create one if you want to.
Oh, salah Darren. Oh. Kita tuh harus bikin struktur nih. Kan sebenarnya kalau di itu juga apa namanya? Kalau di Roblox juga gitu kan Darren? We have like lots of directories and then scripts. Nanti kan ada yang server script, ada yang player script, ada yang server start server script. Going crazy ya, tunggu. Oke, bentar, dan let me check sebentar ya.
Then we're going to go create, and then boom, here we are. So now what we're going to do is we are going to create a few variables to begin with. So the first
Okay, next we are going to do the code ya.
example.
Nah, bentar. Let me wrap this up dulu ya.
In case I've forgotten anything, I'm pretty sure that is the whole door script. So yeah.
Nah, okay, I'm going to send you the code to be done next week, Darren. But I have to explain that. Kan nanti kan si door-nya bisa interaction kan. Kalau si player yang ngebuka dia kebuka atau saya button atau apa kan. Berarti kita harus bikin playernya. Next week. Here. Drawing. Dan udah makan belum sih kalau coding tuh? Udah kan? Bisa pintar gitu, harusnya udah makan. Wah, Kak Cika harus disumpel kopi. Nah, ini ya. Oke. This is for... Nah, sekarang save dulu sayangku. Download it ya. Ntar lu gimana cara nge-save-nya? Itu kalau di play apaan? Sebenarnya ini nge-play-nya sih Darren, tapi kita belum punya itu. We don't have the room yet. Pokoknya nanti, oh ada sih, tapi belum ditaruh di room. Coba jadi apa? Gak bisa sih. Bisa loh harusnya. Tapi ya roomnya cuma door aja. Jadi nanti kan ada scene-nya Darren. Ada scene utama gitu ya. Kayak misalnya scene-nya misalnya Darren's FNAF gitu ya, FNAF. Nah, nanti kita taruh di FNAF-nya. Kalau scene per scene sih ada gitu, saya door ya door, player player. Tapi nanti kalau bisa kita bikin satu scene lagi, when we put all the players and all in there, ya. Nah nggak tahu, tunggu dulu. Udah ya. Nah dulu gimana ya nge-save ya? Sabar. Scene udah ya. Save all scene aja. Oke. Udah deh kayaknya. Project. Mak aku stres sekali nih takut hilang. Udah deh kayaknya. Kalau di close dia nanya nggak? Udah sih Darren kayaknya. Udah jangan sampai hilang. Nih tadi Darren bukannya gini. Boleh ya Kak cek dulu ya. Takut. Nah kan ada. Ada. Aman. Ya udah gitu caranya. See you next week ya Darren. Thank you for today. I'm having a lots of fun. Bye, Darren. Thank you so much.